And we are back. Predictions week 17 edition. Last week, I went 12-4. I did very good last week. The games I got, that moves my total up to 148.90 and 2, by the way. And the games I got wrong were the Jaguars, Jets, Lions, Panthers, Bengals, Patriots, and Texans, Titans. So, yeah, starting out this week, no bye weeks, by the way. Cowboys, who are 11-4, Titans 7-8. This is Thursday night, 8:15 p.m. All these games are in Eastern time, by the way. The Cowboys, they picked up a win over the Eagles last week to keep their division and one seed hope alive. And the Titans, well, they lost to the Texans. And now put themselves in a must-win Week 18 game for that division. This week does not matter. So with that being said, I am going to pick the Cowboys since this week does not matter for the Titans. Next, we head down to our 1 o'clock games. We start out with the Cardinals, who are 4-11, and the Falcons, who are 5-10. The Cardinals, they lost to the Buccaneers on Sunday night, 19-16 in overtime, with Trace McSorley as their quarterback. And the Falcons, well, they lost to someone. I don't remember who. They lost to the Ravens 17-9. I think the Cardinals are going to win this game. I think the Falcons are kind of now just done with the season. Meanwhile, the Cardinals just heard that J.J. Watt is going to be retiring at the end of the season. So they're going to probably try and get, some nice for the last 2 weeks to make, his goodbye tour, worth it. Next, we have the Dolphins and Patriots. This one is actually a very huge game. Dolphins 8-7, Patriots 7-8. The Dolphins, they lost on Christmas Day to the Packers 26-20. And the Patriots lost 22-16 to the Bengals. I think this is, 22-18. I think this is going to be another very good game. This is one for probably both teams who loser will probably not make the playoffs. With that being said, with how well the Dolphins have done against the Patriots in recent years, I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. No matter if it's Tua, Skylar Thompson, Teddy Bridgewater, no matter who it is. Next, we head to the Saints and the Eagles. Saints are 6-9. The Eagles are 13-2. The Saints, last week, they picked up a win against the Browns 17-10 to keep their playoff hopes alive. And the Eagles, they lost to the Cowboys with the 1 seed on the line. If they would have won that game, they would have clinched the 1 seed. All the Eagles have to do is win one of their next 2 games. They clinch the 1 seed. As long as they don't lose out, they get it. Or if the Cowboys, 49ers, and Vikings all lose 1 game, they get it. So, it's very possible. And I think they're not going to have to rely on that. I think the Eagles are going to win this game with relative ease. No sense, Saints, but I think your playoff hopes end today. Well, Sunday. Colts and Giants is our next game. Colts 4-10-1, Giants 8-6-1. The Colts, they lose to the Chargers on Monday night 20-3. Meanwhile, the Giants end up losing to the Vikings 27-24 after a Minnesota game-winning field goal. That doesn't happen very often, but yet it did. If the Giants win, they clinch a playoff spot. If the Colts win, the Giants don't clinch a playoff spot yet. That's literally it. The Colts are eliminated from the playoffs, so this game has little to no meaning for them. But I think the Colts are going to win because I feel like the Giants are going to choke when it matters most and have it come down to a Week 18 win-and-in scenario. Next, we have Panthers and Buccaneers. The Panthers 6-9. The Buccaneers 7-8. This is another huge game. Winner of this game will be leading the division, I believe. I don't think it would be the Saints. And the even bigger thing is they'll probably win the division, whoever wins this game. I believe the Buccaneers can clinch with a win this week and maybe a Saints loss. Probably not. I think it's literally just a win from them. Meanwhile, the Panthers, well, even though they will win, they won't have it clinched at all. So, yeah, I think the Buccaneers are going to win this game, though, and knock all hope the Panthers have out of the window. And, yeah. Next, we have the Broncos and the Chiefs. The Broncos 4-11, Chiefs 12-3. The Broncos, they won. No, they didn't. They lost 51-14 on Christmas Day. Thanks for making that game so enjoyable to watch. Like, what the heck? And the Chiefs, they won 24-10 against the Seahawks. I don't know what happened in that game. I'm just going to assume that it was Chiefs domination. And I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. And potentially put them in first in the AFC with the Bills game, which we'll talk about later down. Next, we have Bears-Lions. Bears 3-12, Lions 7-8. The Bears, they won their game. No, they didn't. They lost 35-13 to the Bills, and the Lions lost 37-23 to the Panthers. I think this is going to actually be a very close game. Last time these two teams played, it was 31-30 because the kicker missed an extra point. So expect a very similar type of game. And I think the edge this time will go to the Bears. I think the Bears are going to win this one. Next, we have the Browns and Commanders, one of our final 1 o'clock games, second to last, actually. The Browns, they're 6-9. They're eliminated from the playoffs, by the way. They lost to the Saints 17-10 last week. And the, whatever their name is, Commanders, they lost pretty bad. I believe it was 37-20 or something to the 49ers. I think we're going to have very similar results. Commanders have been losing lately, and I think that's going to stop here. And I think they're going to get the win when it matters most. So, give me the Commanders. Our final 1 o'clock game, Jaguars-Texans, a game that has little to no meaning. The Jaguars, they won last week. They put themselves at first place in their division with a Thursday night win over the Jets. And the Texans, they helped the Jaguars get first by defeating the Titans 19-14, I believe. I think the Jaguars will win this game with no implications, so go Jaguars. Next we have the Raiders, the 49ers Raiders. The 49ers, they are 11-4. They picked up a win last week against the Commanders 37-20. And the Raiders, they lost. But they're still alive in the playoff hunt. So, they're going to need every last help they get. They lost 13-10 to the Raiders in the Franco Harris game. So, yeah. And I think the 49ers are going to win this game. pretty easily. With how hot they have been, I don't think they're going to lose another game, at least until playoff time. So, give me the 49ers. Next, our final 405 game, the Jets-Seahawks. The Jets, they are 7-8. Seahawks 7-8. The Jets lost 19-3, to the Jaguars on Thursday night. And the Seahawks lost 24-10 to the Chiefs. I think the Seahawks are going to win this game. As a huge Jets believer this season, unfortunately, I think, you're in a slump, and I don't think you're going to escape out of that slump in time in order to, do enough to make the playoffs. So I'm going to take the Jets. The Seahawks. Heading into the 4:25, we have the Vikings-Packers starting us off. Vikings 12-3, Packers 7-8. The Vikings, they pick up a game winner against the Giants 27-24. And the Packers, they pick up a game-winning interception against the Dolphins 26-20 on Christmas Day. This game has huge implications. Vikings, if they want to keep their one-seed hope alive, they're going to have to win this game. And for the Packers, if they want to keep their playoff hopes alive, they're going to want to win this game. And I think the Packers are going to win this game. Minnesota and Green Bay have, had a history of splitting the series with each other, and I think this is going to be no different. So I'm going to take the Packers. Next, we have the Battle of LA. We have the Rams and the Chargers. The Rams are currently 5-10, and the Chargers are 9-6. Chargers, they clinched the playoff spot last week. They're not really playing for a whole lot, in my opinion. I think they're gonna probably stay at the what do you call it? The 6th seed. But on the other hand, the Rams, they have nothing to play for either. I'm going to take the Rams to win because why not? I think the Rams will just outperform Chargers, and they'll win because of it. So give me the Rams. Sunday Night Football, we have the Steelers, who are 7-8, and the Ravens, who are 10-5. Ravens, they're currently playing for the division, and Steelers are playing for a playoff spot. So, this game could be very huge for playoff implications, like I said, with like a bunch of other games. Week 17, you're going to expect this a lot. There's only 2 weeks left. You have teams who are trying to either hold on or make last-second pushes. The Steelers, I think, will win this game because I just feel like with how history has gone, the Steelers have kind of dominated this battle. And I think with it mattering most, I think the Steelers are going to continue to dominate it. And that brings us to our final game. Probably the biggest game, playoff implication-wise, and just, and two brute forces of a team-wise. We have the Bills and the Bengals. The Bills, they're currently 12-3. The Bengals, they're currently 11-4. Bills are currently the 1 seed. Bengals are currently the 3 seed. Both teams won last week. Bills beat the Bears and the Bengals beat the Jets. And I think, with what my gut's telling me, I think the Bengals are going to squeak this game out. Or, the NFL script, make it really just like a freeway battle for that 1 seed going into Week 18. Because if you're unaware, if the Bengals win this game, assuming my other pick with the Chiefs game is right as well, The Chiefs will be leading the division, or not the division. Well, they will as well, but the conference, the AFC. So the best team in the league, the 1 seed, will get a first round bye. So that is huge implications. Two of my picks are right. The Chiefs will have it at 13-3. The Bengals will then be second at 12-4, and then the Bills will be third at 12-4. If the Chiefs win, they get the 1 seed. If the Chiefs lose and the Bengals win, the Bengals will get the 1 seed. If the Chiefs lose, the Bengals lose, and the Bills win, the Bills will get it. So I feel like the NFL script makers will make this game happen, and I'm going to take the Bengals just because of that. So to recap my picks, the teams I have winning are the Cowboys, Cardinals, Dolphins, Eagles, Colts, Buccaneers, Chiefs, Bears, Commanders, Jaguars, 49ers, Seahawks, Packers, Rams, Steelers, Bengals. And the teams I have losing are the Titans, Falcons, Patriots, Saints, Giants, Panthers, Broncos, Lions, Browns, Texans, Raiders, Jets, Vikings, Chargers, Ravens, and Bills. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did. I will see you guys tomorrow. Week 17 tier list. The second to last tier list. I'll probably not say ever do, but consistently do. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do on Thursday. Come next season. What the plan is, though, I'll just let you guys in. I don't know for next season, but for 2024. I believe, I want to really commit. I want to do 6 videos a week. I want to keep the same schedule I have, but on Thursday and Saturday, I want to do the EA College Football series. I want to do a series involved that. Either, I don't know when, it'll... With not Bears franchise, because that won't be around in 2024. It will still technically be around. It'll just be a new team. But Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there will be 2 Madden franchises and 2 college football franchises videos. That's the plan, or at least definitely one on Thursday. I can't guarantee Saturdays because weekends. That tends to be when my family wants to do stuff. So yeah. I'll see you guys next time. I have a whole season to figure it out. Who knows? Worst comes to worst, I might just have to take Thursday as a day off if I can't find a series to do. So I also want to kind of just do something not related to NFL at all. Whether that's just playing, different video games or, doing a different tier list. Like maybe doing like a food tier list or a sports tier list, like in terms of enjoyment, stuff like that. Or like ranking NFL players and stuff. Just not kind of what I normally do. But I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, and hope you enjoyed.